Hello everyone. So in this tutorial video, we will see what is the difference between implied volatility percentile and implied volatility percentile rank. In general, you can even generalize it that what is the difference between percentile and percentile rank. So let me show you the premise. I have here with me 2 years of India VIX data. Now, if you don't know what is India VIX is the volatility index of the options which are traded in India, which simply means it is the fear index. When the value is high, people are afraid. When the value is low, people are not afraid. So that is what India VIX measures. That is why it's also called the fear index. Now you can see here, for example, in March, when there was a crash in the market, the fear index went very, very high, around 80, more than 80. Then you can see it has come down. Now, here we have calculated 1 year of percentile and 1 year of rank, percentile rank of India VIX. And as you can see in the chart, this the blue line is the percentile and the orange line is the rank. And we can see here these values are different. And you can see in the graph also, their profiles are quite different. So the question is, what is percentile and what is percentile rank? And which one you should use in options trading or otherwise? So let's take an example. I have 11 numbers with me over here, and I have 11 numbers with me over here. So I want to calculate the rank of 6 in these 11 numbers, and I want to calculate the percentile of 6 in these 11 numbers. So without getting confused by the names, let's try to understand why we are doing it and what is the concept behind it. So the reason why we are calculating percentile is for the same reason we calculate percentages. We want to get an idea as to where the value stands in a normalized scale. Cent means 100, percent means per 100. So we are trying to gauge or assess the position of that value in a group of other values. So for example, let's calculate the rank. The formula for calculating the rank is as follows. You take the value of interest, which in this case is 6, and you subtract the minimum. Minimum is 1, and you divide it by the maximum, which is 11, minus the minimum, which is 1. So this is going to give you 5 over 10, which will be 1 over 2, or which will be 0.5. So you can say that the rank is 0.5, halfway. As we can see, 6 is bang in the middle of these numbers. So there are 5 numbers below it, there are 5 numbers above it. So that is why we are getting 0.5. You can even multiply it by 10 and you can say that it is 50th percentile rank. Now let's put it in the formula. So I'm going to calculate the minimum, which is minimum of these numbers. No, let me choose this range. So this is minimum. Similarly, I calculate the maximum. And this is the maximum. Now, what was the formula? The formula was that we take the value of interest and we subtract the minimum from it. And we divide it by the maximum minus the minimum. And you can see we get 0.5. So let's leave it at that, 0.5. So immediately it is giving us an indication that the value 6 lies in the middle of this range. Okay, now let's say I want to calculate the percentile of 6. So what is the formula for doing that? Now the percentile concept tells us that how many values are lower than or equal to this value. So for example, how many values are equal to 6 or lower than 6? So we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 values which are lower than 6 or equal to 6. So we can put here 6. Now we say how many total values are there. Total values which I have are 11. So your percentile is going to be this number divided by this number, which is around 0.55. So let me remove extra decimal spaces. So you can see there is a difference, even though we are calculating the rank of 6 and the percentile of 6, but the result that we are getting is different. This is telling us that this value 6, how many values are lower than, how many percentage of values are lower than or equal to 6. So 0.55. Here it is telling us where is the standing of 6 in a group of numbers. So that's really in the middle of it. Okay, now the question is, which one should we use? If you have outliers, you should use implied volatility percentile. The rank is sensitive to outliers because, as you saw in the formula, the maximum gets called. But in percentile, we are not dealing with the actual values. We are dealing with counts of values. So let me demonstrate that concept with you. Like it happened in March also, as you saw, the VIX was at an all-time high. Now this maximum value will stick in the calculation for the next 1 year. However, this is not going to be the case for percentile. So for example, if I take the maximum value and I increase it to 20, you can immediately see that the rank has changed. If I take this and I change it to 20, you can see that it has no effect on the rank. Let me remove extra decimal spaces. If I take this value and let's say I make it 200, you can see that immediately the rank has changed. But if I make it 200, it has no effect on the percentile. Percentile is more robust to outliers because it is based on counts and percentages, whereas the rank is based on the actual maximum and minimum value, which means it is based on the range. When you divide it by maximum minus minimum, that is the range. That is the formula for the range. You're dividing it by the range, and if the range increases, it is going to have significant impact on your rank. So I hope that clarified the concept between what is percentile rank and what is percentile, and also which one you should use in general, and also how in options trading you should always use percentile and you should not use percentile rank. So I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video.